2, check 1, 2. This your host. Wait, you know what? I got to start this off the old-fashioned way. Let's get it, y'all.
Dream about what you giving, go when you front, motherfuckers. Man, stick your tongue, nigga.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. This is your host with the most, live from the West Coast, Professor Trynch. And once again, this is Trynch Talk's podcast. So much stuff is happening now. For anybody that's been wondering and they've been questioning, oh, Professor, man, you ain't dropped no episodes. Man, what's going on? Is the show over with? No. I'm not gonna lie to all the people. I realized the last couple of episodes got little to no views, and I realized I've been BSing, and I just went back to the drawing board and literally scrapped the last. There was probably 8 episodes since the last one that I did that was just garbage, and we're not gonna drop that kind of content. We're gonna talk the real, and especially if I do episodes where I'm self-absorbed, the show won't drop that. This is about the people, y'all. So let's go ahead. We gonna talk about, first and foremost, a legend, a classic legend, a motherfucker with the hands of God when he puts them gloves on. Mike Tyson going against Jake Paul in a exhibition match. I believe it's supposed to be on 420, but I'm not sure the exact date. I don't have it written down. But I'm just here to say this. Jake Paul has been building his name up in the boxing realm. He's done a few of these exhibition matches that have really got his name, like let's just say to where it's recognized as not just a farce in boxing. And so now he is bold enough to step up, put some gloves on, 16-ounce gloves at that, to go up against Iron Mike at 57 years old. Still looks like he's in great, excellent condition. Doesn't look like the videos are sped up. And even if they are, any one of them blows that he land, they gonna hurt like a motherfucker. And there hasn't been a legend in boxing yet that went up against Mike and said that those hands weren't damaging, even in the long run. Motherfuckers come through there talking like Albert Einstein and leave out of there sounding like Team America. Matt Damon. They be all twisted up. So the rules are it is no 10 knockdown rule. So if you get knocked down and get back up, just because you do it 3 times doesn't mean that it's over with. You got to keep squabbling against Iron Mike. Jack, are you prepared for that? Now, given his record, he's taken on as far as real fighters. Tyrone Woodley, he fought Tyson Fury's brother, and quiet as kept. Looked like, shoot, he can handle his own. But now you're going up against a real legend. I mean, to be honest, I like to see him fight Holyfield after this. If he really that much of a bad motherfucker, and then get him all the way down there to where he's fighting a current professional boxer. And we see if he's the truth, or really he's just out here trying to use his social media fame to make what people take serious look silly. The next thing is there are no judges, and it is knockout only. Regardless of the fact that Mike Tyson took a lot of losses towards the end of his career, and it was when he was pretty much 100% done with it, Mike is still Mike. So let's go get that hypnotist that he used to have, that Costamado used to pretty much give him that encouragement, to give him that mantra on the inside that he is one of the greatest of all time, yet keep him humble enough to where he doesn't bite somebody's ear off. And on to our next topic. This TikTok ban. The money is about to get funny for so many other individuals out here. The money is about to get funny. TikTok is currently, well, as far as the people who operate TikTok overseas, there's currently an issue going on with people's information being leaked out, and they're damn near in America about ready to say, if you're getting money with TikTok, you may want to pack your bags and get the fuck up out of America, because we going up against motherfuckers who's trying to leak our information. Now, here's my personal take on it. TikTok it literally grew to be one of the biggest platforms that people ever grew to see. And on top of that, people are getting caked up for putting bogus stories. Now, the one thing that I'm totally against is I know that in other countries they have a certain set limit for the youth to be on it, whereas here in America they'll let our kids look at bullshit after bullshit after bullshit if it's not regulated by the parents. And our government isn't protecting the kids by saying specific material shouldn't be viewed. And to be honest, a lot of you adults don't need to be watching some of these stories. A lot of y'all a lot of adults need to take a psychological test before they get on social media every day by answering blatant questions that let you know where your mind is, to know whether or not you need to be looking at something that is funny and happy all day, or you're mentally stable enough to hear everybody's doomsday stories about their oh woe is me life. And really, a lot of that is loser commentary. You're hearing losers in relationships, losers in the streets, losers in just every aspect of life, giving you their story and wanting you to feel bad for them while you living like Fat Joe and Remy Martin all the way up. And on to our next topic. I have personally wanted to speak about this. None of this money is real at this point. None of it. You are watching people. Why is everybody in a rush to get rich? Where it needs to be realistic that everybody isn't going to touch. I mean, nowadays, yes, you can touch $1 million because $1 million is equivalent to $100,000 in 20 years ago. You can get it. Now, $1 billion per se, not so much. You know, these people who got infinite money to where they have the proper amount of assets, resources, and connections to where they won't ever go broke. Now, for everybody else who's trying to stay alive, I've watched celebrities who were at the pinnacle 20, 30 years ago, even 40 years ago, like when I was first born, like literally are damn near with nothing. And on top of that, for all you people want to be celebrities, look at these people who really are like 40 years old, and now they're going on a reality show, and they're here to tell you about, they're singing Masked Singer, knowing they don't want to do none of that stuff. But if it cuts a check, you know, you kind of like you're forced to do it because hey, you didn't want to live in a 2-bedroom house with a small yard and a limited maintenance bill. No, a lot of them people decide to get the 15-bedroom house, you know, that costs $15 million just to say they did that. Many people in life do that just to say they did that. And another person that can say that they did something just to do it is Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars racked up $50 million worth of debt, which means he's going to be doing Smoking Out the Window by himself at least like about 150,000 times before his debt is cleared. So, you know, officially, you know, they got him a little room probably up there at the MGM. Like, hey, this is free of charge. Now, what we're going to do is charge you probably $20,000 a day, $20,000 per performance, and then he's going to perform until that debt is cleared. And my big thing is I don't care how much money you get. You gambling to 50 M's? Whatever happened to the old-fashioned days of taking somebody's knees? Like just take their knees. Give them you know what? Bookies got to get paid too. But I want to say this. A lot of y'all ain't making enough money to run up that much debt. I don't care if you are making that much money. You literally just put MGM on the map for pretty much like for a person who needs to go to Gamblers Anonymous. MGM is going to be his story from here on out once he's done doing all these shows. But I think it's the dumbest thing he ever did. Now, what we're about to do is part 1. And then we're going to do a part 2 about this Diddy story. Diddy. This first part is we're going to cover, I think that this is a 100% plot to destroy one of the most powerful things that black men ever had in America, and that is being a debonair nigga. Now, I'm not calling him debonair, but we're going to get to this part of the story, and this is what we're going to call the did he do it or did he not? Now, whether he did it or not, that's between him and God, and we're not here to judge, but what we are here to do is talk some shit about it. I just want to sit here and say, I don't want the memory of Biggie to be, like, manipulated by this. I don't want the memory of, like, all the people who came and gave you some of the greatest sounding music ever. Just like Kels did some of the greatest sounding music. Him as a person is separate from that. Like, I mean, like, at this point, this is a message to younger people. There is no way possible that people who literally play keyboards and just want to make music are there for deviant motherfuckers every moment. Those people who are in the studio that you really know nothing about, who gave you some of the, who were in those sessions that gave us the greatest sounding songs of all time. I mean, like, there's nothing else that can be said, but I just want to say thank you. All them cats who worked on Big's album, like Easy Mo B, DJ Premier, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying those cats, that's part of the memory of Bad Boy, because those are the records that the real niggas listen to. A lot of hip hop is based on being a real nigga. And what you see going on now is a lot of the cats who weren't so real, they getting exposed because God doesn't let nothing come to light. No, God doesn't let you stay in the dark without your BS coming to light. So with that being said, what you see going on with Puffy is just a lot of stuff he got away with in the background coming to light. A lot of the manipulation, a lot of the power plays, that's all that is coming to light. Now, this new shit of you done flew a bitch out, you niggas been out here flying bitches out and been part of human trafficking according to United States America. Why are you flying pussy in like you live in a city of only men? And now all you dudes is finna pay for it. So straight up, fellas, I mean, technically, ladies and gentlemen, like, cause I know a few women that fly niggas out too, and it's balanced, it's even, it's fair. So since y'all want to sit here, it's not, even if it's a long distance relationship, the U.S. government has made it to where now, if you want to play victim and you want somebody's money, all you got to do is have been flown out by them, and within a matter of years, you will be compensated for it, and that person might have to sit in a United States penitentiary, which is bogus. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, motherfuckers want to be in a relationship and want to rip you off at the same time. So let's just go ahead and go in on this. Cassie, when she got compensated, that was the beginning of the Indiana Jones maze ball coming to crush this man. So there's a dude named something. I'm just gonna call him Pause because he with the fruit booty shit. And allegedly, but I don't get how you could sit here and y'all get to exposing this dude after y'all lived the lavish luxury, and now because basically times are hard and you not living the same life and you see everybody else that was around at that time leveling up, now you want to go ahead and use him because he's down and out. You know, everything's been down and out for Puffy since Kim Porter died. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. But you see now that I'm going to be real, I'm convinced after Al B. Sure said he was finna say something. Like, I mean, God, we said with Bill Cosby. We said it with Bill Cosby. After a certain amount of women, golly, man, you did something with one of them motherfuckers. Come on out there. Now with Puffy, all these motherfuckers, you did something. And then now that I'm even backtracking, it started with Eugene Deal putting him on blast about the night Big died, and how that whole weekend took place, and how they kind of showed that Puff didn't give a fuck. It was really all about that money. So Puff, I'm gonna say this: when it comes to your recent, the recent things you've been doing, having the young boy flown in, and you done dipped off and let your kids get arrested. I mean, like, straight up, bruh.
You got high, so you fucked up, nigga.
And you sitting over here thinking you benevolent because
He got a pocket full of money.
and nobody's really caring about that anymore because you have officially got the champagne poured on you, and like Nino Brown said,
Cancel that bitch.
and they are about to replace you. Like, you got too many new young gunners, and really I think what it is, let's backtrack even further back. When Puff dropped that song on the Oh Yeah, Let's Do It remix with Waka Flocka, he said he got his money up. Now he don't need them white folks. You think they ain't been planning his demise since then? This dude right here has been sitting around here really like talking that ish. Now, if we really want to go into what these human trafficking is official, this is how they get the black community to stop messing with you. We all in the black community don't mess with woman beaters. We don't mess with child molesters, and we don't deal with people who kidnap people. Like, I'm saying, like, we don't deal with people who kidnap women and children. So anything that is defined under that umbrella, we instantly will separate from them, and nobody will show him any support. Look at everybody who's backed off from him that have been partying with him back in the days. There's not been there hasn't been a woman, a straight man, or a gay man that came out and said, I partied with Puffy. Everybody has left him out there in the water by himself on an air mattress that got four knife holes in him. So he's fucked. And you know what? I'm going to save that for the next episode. We dropping more episodes now. So after this, in 2 days, it's going to be the next episode dropping. So stay tuned. Trynch Talk Podcast.